welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another game like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Finds his tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're
converts on 4th down, still going. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Blake. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna run it. It's Green. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
To throw, it's Green. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
He'll pull it on the read.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have...
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Green. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Russell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Green. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Finds a tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's reeled in. It's Green. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back. It's Green. He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Ryan. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hagan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Green. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got to wait. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and he fall to the ground.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. He's going going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ryan. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender's going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martin. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finds a crease at the 20. Wide open spaces. He's loose. The 20. 10. Touchdown Razorbacks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it in. It's Bachmeier. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Blake. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, it's Green. Finds his man, it's Anthony. Close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to run for it. And the Razorbacks get it past the sticks.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Green. Got his man on the right. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably...
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming out. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Got a man. It's Phillips. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. He breaks the tackle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting...
Touchdown, Cougars. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Past the 50, the 40, the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
I don't care about plays. I don't care about yards. All I care about, did they get points? Could I bow my neck up when it mattered most? And how about the defense forcing the turnover? Doesn't matter if they gave up yards. Doesn't matter that they ran a bunch of plays. All that matters is they bowed up, found a way to turn the football over, and get it back to their offense.
They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better...
There he goes! Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Green. Bears the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 28 over Texas Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll run the screen. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Finds his man. It's Phillips. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a rushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Green. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you run offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just
turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air, it's Green. He's got it on the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback ball. To the when you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.